Hello everyone, I welcome you all on my channel. This is Dr. Medical. So this is our first ever lecture and it is going to be on the lecture on the topics prokaryotes and the eukaryotes. Uh, why did I select these topics? Because these are the very major and the basic topics. The origin of the life is started from there. If we can say it's not wrong. So let's get started with these topics. I will give the very short introduction of the what is the difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes, because only the difference is about the cell organelles. So in the other next video we will discuss about the cell organelles in details. Now this topic is about the difference between the prokaryotes and the eukaryotes, so we will only discuss these differences. So let's get started with the differences. Prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. So first we are going to discuss the prokaryotic cell. As the word itself says, pro means before, and it is believed that the first ever or the first kind of animals who lived on the earth were prokaryotes, because those were very simple single cellular or even just two celled members. Prokaryotes are called prokaryotes because they have they do not possess an organized nucleus. Prokaryotes are called prokaryotes because their nucleus is not organized form or shape as compared to the eukaryotes. In what sense the organized nucleus? What we say an organized nucleus. An organized nucleus is something that has a proper cell membrane. Double cell membrane nucleus contains in eukaryotes, while prokaryotes do not have a proper double membrane cell membrane. The DNA is floating here and there in the prokaryotes, means it is not enclosed in the helical complex shape as it is in the eukaryotes. So the main difference is clear between the prokaryotes and the eukaryotes. The prokaryotic cells do not have an organized nucleus. The genetic material DNA is found in diffuse state in the cytoplasm. The genetic material, the heredity material that contains all information about our cells, is in prokaryotic cells, say them, the protist kingdom, are floating into the cytoplasm freely. They are not contained in a center form. So this is the main difference between the prokaryotes and the eukaryotes. Now we are going to discuss the eukaryotes. The eukaryotic cells have an organized nucleus. The genetic material is bound by nuclear membrane. Now we are now what is nuclear? A nucleus. Nucleus is a centermost part of a cell. Cell is very small that we cannot see it with a naked eye. So even that tiny cell contains the organelles or structures. So the eukaryotic cell have an organized nucleus. Nucleus is center part of a cell, which contains the DNA, genetic material, or RNA, which are heredity or which contains all information about our cells, everything, the color of our hair, the color of our skin, how we look, how our features are, what we possess from our parents, from our ancestors. That is the genetic material. So that genetic material is contained, placed in a centered form in eukaryotes, and it is in the eukaryotes in nucleus. And nucleus is bounded, means it is surrounded, it is packed in a double membrane in eukaryotes. This is the main difference between the prokaryotes and eukaryotes. There are a lot of many other differences between prokaryotes and eukaryotes, and we are going to discuss them over a diagram. This is a diagram that shows the clear difference or a picture of prokaryotes and the eukaryotes. Here you can see, here is the nucleus. Nucleus is the genetic material or nucleus. Nucleus contains, as I have before told you, the genetic material. Genetic material means DNA. In eukaryotes, it's very complex. Very thousands of DNA molecules are contained in just single cell. So that DNA is very complex. It is in the form of double helical shaped, or a ladder, you can say. But in prokaryotes, as prokaryotes are just single cell, you call an organism. Just a single cell could be called as an organism, individual, in prokaryotes, while eukaryotes could be the multicellular organisms. So the genetic material in prokaryotes is just floating into the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a gellyish liquid form of a cell that is outside of a cell, and it is sometimes in nucleus, in both eukaryotes and prokaryotes, bounded or surrounded or packed by double layered membrane. We will discuss these topics in our further video. So here is the main difference between the prokaryotes and eukaryotes. You can see over here, prokaryotes have cell wall. Cell wall is out. Some eukaryotes contain cell wall, some eukaryotes do not contain cell wall. So eukaryotes that contain cell wall are plants. Plants contain cell wall. Animals do not contain cell wall. This is also a difference between eukaryotes. In eukaryotes, you can say. So here is cell wall. Each prokaryotes contain cell wall. Sometimes prokaryotes contain cell membrane, and sometimes do not. There are some exceptions. It has capsule. This is generally the picture of prokaryotes of us. We can say bacteria. So some bacteria contain capsules, some do not contain. Some prokaryotes, it is written there, flagella. Flagella is something that helps the prokaryotes to float or to swim in their environment. The nucleoid, we can say, the genetic material, it is not bound in a nucleus. There is no nucleus, you can see. So it is floating into the cytoplasm. It is a very simple cell. However, when we have a look at the eukaryotes, it is very complex and very, we can say, very complicated cell, because it contains a lot of organelles. Organelles are a smaller structure of a single cell. It contains mitochondria. It is a cell organelle. We can say powerhouse of a cell, mitochondria. Cytoplasm, jelly or water kind of material that surrounds, it is inside the cell, and it is 95% of the water and other materials. We will discuss these in further videos, I have told you before. This is the nucleus, which is the main difference, the centermost part of a eukaryote cell. It contains nucleus, genetic material, DNA, cytoplasmic membrane. All the eukaryotes contain cytoplasmic membrane. Golgi apparatus, here you can see Golgi apparatus. Cells are assembled here. Substances are assembled here. How, we will discuss later. Chloroplast is present in animals. Chloroplast is present in plant cells because it helps them in photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is to make food with the help of sunlight. Ribosomes are present in eukaryotes. In prokaryotes, ribosomes are present but very smaller. Ribosomes are a site where proteins are made in our body. Endoplasmic reticulum, here some proteins and some lipids are synthesized, and it has two types: smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. Other than this, there is also a chart I have made, a table that differentiates between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Now we are going to discuss over there. Now here is a clear difference between the characteristics of prokaryotic cell and the characteristics of eukaryotic cell. The size of prokaryotic cell is very, very small. It is 1 to 10 nanometers. Eukaryotic is 10 to 100 nanometer in size. Yet we cannot see both of these with the naked eyes. We need to see them with the help of an electron microscope. Nuclear envelope is absent in prokaryotes, it's present in eukaryotes. It is outermost part or a membrane that surrounds the nuclear chromosomes, single circular with no nucleosomes, multiple linear wounds and nucleosomes. Now the chromosomes is a we can say hereditary material, that is they have single circular, and in eukaryotic it's while multiple lot of Golgi apparatus is absent in prokaryotes. Golgi apparatus is assembly unit, we can say, of a cell where two in simple words where two molecules are joined together. In eukaryotes it's present. Endoplasmic reticulum is there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum but it is absent in prokaryotes. Endoplasmic reticulum, it is present in eukaryotes, and there are two types of endoplasmic reticulums in eukaryotes: the smooth and the rough. Lysosomes and peroxisomes. Lysozymes and peroxisomes are also absent in prokaryotic, however they are present in eukaryotic cell. Mitochondria is also absent in prokaryotic and present in eukaryotes. Mitochondria is powerhouse cell, we can say, where ATPs are synthesized. Chlorophyll, not in chloroplast. Chlorophyll helps in the photosynthesis in plants, and it is not enclosed or a content in chloroplast, while in eukaryotes it is present in the chloroplast. Chloroplast is a structure where the chloroplast with the chlorophyll, chlorophyll is a pigment, green pigmentation, we can say, it is present in eukaryotes. Ribosomes, relatively very small. Ribosomes very large in eukaryotes. Ribosomes are place where proteins are synthesized. Microtubules, intermediate filaments and microfilaments are absent in prokaryotes, however they are present in eukaryotes. Now these are the filaments, or we can say thread-like structure, that help in the division of a cell during meiosis and mitosis. And flagella. Flagella lack microtubules, contain microtubules. Flagella is a structure that helps the microorganisms to float and swim into the environment, which is water upper they have. So that's all. If you have any question regarding the difference or any other information, you can comment below to that I'll let you know and give you as much information as I know. So this was a lecture about the difference between the prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cells. If you have any questions, please comment below. I will try to answer you as much as I know and clear out all your doubts. Hope this is the first ever video I have made, even though it must not be that much good as the animations, and even so I don't know how to make animations, but I promise to improve myself with coming time. More improved videos and more information, correct information to be delivered to you. Till then, I bid a goodbye from you all. Please stay connected with my channel, subscribe, like, and must share. Thank you so much. Hope to see you into the next video.